Imagine for a moment that the world around you, the air you breathe, the ground you walk on, even the thoughts in your mind, isn't real. Instead, it's all part of a highly advanced simulation, programmed and controlled by beings far more sophisticated than us. This is the core of the simulation theory, a fascinating and sometimes unsettling idea that suggests our reality might not be what it seems. In this video, we'll dive deep into the simulation theory, exploring its origins, scientific foundations, philosophical implications, and the questions it raises about our existence. What is the simulation theory? The simulation theory proposes that the universe we live in is not the base reality, but rather a highly complex, artificial simulation. Essentially, our entire reality could be a computer-generated environment created by an advanced civilization. This idea gained mainstream attention in 2003 when philosopher Nick Bostrom published his seminal paper, Are You Living in a Computer Simulation? In it, Bostrom outlined a trilemma, suggesting one of three possibilities must be true. 1. Advanced civilizations capable of creating simulations will go extinct before they can do so. 2. Advanced civilizations will choose not to run simulations for ethical or other reasons. 3. We are almost certainly living in a simulation because advanced civilizations would create countless simulations, and it is statistically likely we are in one of them. If the third possibility holds, the implications are staggering. Everything we experience may be a construct of some higher intelligence, and the nature of reality itself is far more complex than we can imagine. Historical roots of the idea. While Bostrom brought the idea into contemporary discussions, the simulation theory has philosophical roots that stretch back centuries. The notion that reality might be an illusion has been explored by thinkers across cultures and eras. In ancient India, the concept of Maya in Hinduism suggested that the world is a form of illusion. Similarly, Plato's Allegory of the Cave described prisoners seeing only shadows on a wall, mistaking them for reality. René Descartes, in the 17th century, questioned the reliability of our senses and posited that an evil demon could be deceiving us about the true nature of the world. The simulation theory modernizes these ideas, framing them in the context of technological advancements and computational power. Today, it's not demons or illusions, it's supercomputers and simulations. Scientific foundations. While the simulation theory is largely philosophical, there are intriguing scientific elements that lend credibility to the idea. 1. Digital nature of reality. Physicist John Archibald Wheeler once said, "It from bit," suggesting that the physical universe emerges from information at its core. This aligns with the simulation theory, where the universe is essentially a computational construct. 2. Quantum mechanics. At the quantum level, particles behave in ways that defy classical physics. For example, particles exist in multiple states until observed, a phenomenon known as superposition. This has led some to speculate that reality behaves like a computer program, rendering only what is being observed to save resources, much like a video game. 3. Mathematical patterns in nature. The universe operates on mathematical laws, from the movement of planets to the structure of atoms. Some theorists argue that this underlying mathematical structure is evidence that the universe was programmed. 4. Advancements in technology. Virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and computational modeling are advancing rapidly. If humans are already capable of creating immersive simulations, it's not far-fetched to imagine that a civilization thousands or millions of years ahead of us could create simulations indistinguishable from reality. Philosophical implications. The simulation theory raises profound philosophical questions. 1. The nature of free will. If we are living in a simulation, do we have genuine free will, or are our actions predetermined by the program? 2. The purpose of the simulation. Why would an advanced civilization create a simulation like ours? Is it a scientific experiment, entertainment, a historical reconstruction? 3. Ethics of the simulators. If there are beings running the simulation, what are their moral obligations toward us? Do they intervene in our world, or are they simply observing? 4. What happens when the simulation ends? If the simulation were to shut down, would our consciousness cease to exist, or would it transition to some other form? Challenges to the theory. While compelling, the simulation theory is not without its critics. 1. Lack of direct evidence. There's no concrete proof that we are in a simulation. All evidence is circumstantial or speculative. 2. Computational limitations. Even advanced civilizations would require unimaginable computational resources to simulate an entire universe in detail. Skeptics argue that the energy and processing power required make this idea unlikely. 3. The problem of infinite regress. If we are in a simulation, what about the beings running it? Are they in a simulation too? This leads to an infinite loop of simulated realities. Why does this matter? Whether or not the simulation theory is true, it forces us to confront fundamental questions about reality and existence. It challenges our assumptions about what is real, what matters, and how we should live our lives. If everything is a simulation, does that diminish the value of our experiences? Or does it make them even more precious? In conclusion, the simulation theory is more than just a speculative idea. It's a lens through which we can explore the intersection of philosophy, science, and technology. While we may never know for certain whether we are living in a simulation, the journey of questioning and seeking understanding is what makes us human. After all, whether real or simulated, the pursuit of knowledge and meaning is what defines our existence. So, are we living in a computer simulation? The answer remains elusive, but the question itself continues to inspire wonder, debate, and exploration. Watch more content in science, philosophy, and psychology on Knowledge tab. Stay curious. Stay inspired.